for 1 hour. Okay, but this is what we were. I was trying to tell you when I was telling you that this is not a because this used to be only sand. It was not useful for anyone. But Maximo Aguirre, this businessman, saw the opportunity to make a good business, and he did it. On your right, you can see the estuary, the mouth of the river. This is what we this platform because I think that when you see it, you understand everything. So it's better and it means that to speak for 1 hour. Okay? But this is what we were. I was trying to tell you when I was telling you that this is not a hanging bridge. It's a ferry or a shuttle bridge. You are not crossing the bridge. The bridge is crossing you. Okay? It's carrying you to cross the river. Okay? So in fact, the bridge is only the structure to support the ferry, the shuttle. This is the thing. Okay, why do we have this here? Okay, this is the mouth of the river. If you look over there, you will see that we have the port over there, and this is the sea already. Okay, and this estuary, it was at the last part of the 19th century. It was very busy and very crowded. There were a lot of people crossing the river all day long. Why? Because there we have a summer resort. This is the town of Portugalete. We are crossing there in a minute. Okay? And this place here, this is Getxo. It was also a summer resort. Okay. So they were quite populated towns. And of course, they were the only way of communicating then. It was by boats. Okay. So there were hundreds and hundreds of boats crossing the river during the whole day. Okay, because the market was there, so if they wanted to go to the market, they had to go there. Then the trades and the goods have to come here. Then we have a casino here, but then we have a theater there. So people were just crossing and crossing. But also this was quite, this was not very good for the traffic of the river because the port, it was not there. You can see now, it's over there on the sea, but the port, it was up the river in Bilbao, in the city center. So the boats and the ships which were coming from England with the coal and which were going to England with the iron, so very big ships, they had to go up the river by this way or go down the river. So you have a lot of boats, little boats, crossing this way, and then you have the ships going that way. Well, this was a mess. It was a chaos. Okay, so it was a problem. Also, of course, it was better to have a bridge to cross everything, so you can cross walking, you can cross with a horse or a car, okay, later on, so it was better. So they decided to build a bridge. What was the problem? That the port said, okay, you can build a bridge, but the bridge cannot hinder the traffic of the river. So if you put the bridge to this one, to this highness, where this level where we are now, you build the bridge and then there are no ships coming up the river or down because the bridge is an obstacle. Okay. So there was a businessman who decided to finance to Alberto Palacio, who is the architect who designed this, and he put the money for him to design and to build a bridge. But the bridge should not hinder the traffic of the river. Okay, so he began to consider, to think. He considered some bascule bridges, the ones that you can open like this. Okay, some others that you can do it like this. Well, he was considering several ways, but none of them were good enough. So at last, he came with this solution. What he did, it was a frame. This is the frame that took the 4 towers, 2 towers on each side, then a deck closing, and the deck is supporting just the wheels. This is like a wagon, a rail wagon. Okay, there are a railway over there, and these wheels are just crossing and coming by a steam engine. It wasn't a steam engine. Okay, engine. Sorry, a steam engine, just like the one in the railways. It was a train, in fact. Okay, little one, but from this wagon, you have several cables that are supporting and holding just a gondola. And on the gondola, the people and the cars and the goods and the animals or whatever, they can go on there and they can cross the river. So this was a perfect solution, because if a ship is coming up the river, no problem. You just stop the bridge. The ship go on, and when it's passing by, you just put it in working again, functioning again, and that's all. Okay. So what was the thing? That the deck should be at least 45 meters higher than the level of the high tide. Okay. And this is exactly the measures has. And it's 160 meters long. Okay. And the towers, they are 51 meters high. Okay. Also, you have 8 cables in each tower that are trying to hold the tower, because the towers cannot be rigid. Okay, they must be able to have kind of oscillation, allow it. If not, they will break down. Okay. This bridge is working 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. Okay, it's not stopping, never. Okay? It never stops. If you have a bridge, you can cross it at 2 o'clock in the morning, at 3 in the afternoon, or at midnight. No, it's like this. Okay. Well, this bridge is the same. It cannot stop, because if it is a stop, there is no connection between the 2 banks of the river. Okay. They have another problem, that it was that this area is quite steep and rocky, and this area is quite sandy and low. Okay. So they have to use different ways to maintain and to put the foundations, okay, in the different banks. Okay, every year is moving around 4 million people. Okay, every year. Okay, and it is taking around 300 shuttles every day. Okay, so it's
maintenance.
Sorry?
When they do the maintenance for the bridge?
Okay, well, this is the only day that is stopping the bridge, and well, they announce it and they say tomorrow is, well, not tomorrow, maybe they say next week on that date it's not going to be working out, and usually it's in February. It's one day in February. They just stop the bridge and they revise and change and do anything that is necessary and needed to be sure that everything is okay. Also, they use every week there is a revision, but it's just a visual one, so they don't need to stop the engine or anything. Okay. When Alberto Palacio designed the bridge, he needed an engineer, so he made an association with a Ferdinand Arnaudin, who was a French engineer and who was quite friend of Eiffel. So maybe some of the structure, okay, because most people when arrive here they say, oh, this is like Eiffel Tower. Okay, this is the same kind of a statue. Okay, it's totally made of iron, and we don't have welding at that age. Okay, because it was opened in 1893, and at this age there was not welding. You know, you cannot put the file for just welding the metal. So what they used was bolts, and you see them. Okay, they are bolts. So around 400,000 bolts all around the statue. Plus, they were in the middle of the gondola with the animals. Okay, so it was the. We also have one that is doing this same satchel, but by boat. Okay, it's coming from. It's that green one over there that you can see in Portugalete. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we are going to cross now the river. We are going to do it in the ferry because there is another way to.
¿Qué tal, tío?
Now this way, please.
Va a dar asistente. Aquí.
You have to keep it, huh?
Está toda nerviosa la pobre. ¿Por qué, pues? Pues digo, si cada una estás allí, ahora bajáis vosotras y me esperáis sentadas ahí. Está cansada, ¿eh? Y yo voy a poner
big cars. That's my horse. That's too heavy. Cannot get, I suppose they could say something.
¿Qué tal el brazo?
Pues mira, ya está.
Ya está curado. Con algo hasta la cocina.
That area over there, it was low and sandy, and this one, it was steepy and rocky. So, how do you feel? Do you feel like climbing some steep, rocky hill? Come with me. We're trying to get upstairs, well, not upstairs, up the hill, because we have beautiful views from there. Okay, but just check that everything is working.
Pas op hier, voor de lange mensen.
Ja.
Sometimes they are not working, so, but I think now they are working.
No,
No?
they're working.
Yeah, they are working.
parece más al... Y esta camiseta está nueva, pero que a mí me queda...
Hay que organizar una despedida y vamos a poner un bote para un regalo. Yo nunca
Puede crecer porque gente.
Thanks for watching. If you like the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone you think will enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to don't miss the next one.